In January, the median home in the Portland metro sat on the market for 87 days. As of this recording, that number is 51. The market sped up by 36 days in 6 months. The national headlines are still calling this market frozen. The local data says buyers are coming back. And that gap is exactly where people lose money. I'm watching buyers across Oregon and Washington make 2 mistakes right now. Mistake number 1 could cost you the house. Mistake number 2 could cost you close to $30,000. I'm Matt Jolivet, president and owner of Associated Mortgage Brokers. 26 years in this industry, licensed in Oregon, Washington, and Idaho. Let's look at the real numbers in the Portland housing market. As of this recording, the median home in the Portland metro takes 51 days to sell. Back at the frenzy peak in spring of 2022, it was 23 days. So, compared to the madness, buyers have breathing room, time to inspect, time to negotiate, and time to think. Inventory sitting at 3.1 months of supply. Look, that's the most balanced this market has looked in years. And the same story across the river. Clark County saw 946 new listings in June. That's up 4.3% from last year. But here's the part the headlines skip. That 51 days, in January, it was 87 days. The market has been speeding up every single month this year. And closed sales in the Portland metro are up 13.8% from a year ago. Buyers aren't gone. They're just moving quieter. And that breathing room is shrinking while you wait. Mistake number 1, waiting until you find the house to get pre-approved. Look, I get it. Online rate calculators throw out teaser numbers just to get your phone number. So mortgage shopping feels like a trap. And buyers put it off. They go house shopping with no idea what their actual purchasing power is. Then they find one, and now everything's a scramble. Here's what that scramble may cost you. Nationally, 13% of contracts had delayed settlements in recent months. A financing delay can put your earnest money at risk, depending on how your offer is written. On a $550,000 home, that deposit is often $5,000 to $15,000. And when you're rushing, you can't shop your loan. You take the first quote you get. Now let's do the math on that. A 0.25% difference on a $500,000 loan is about $83 a month. Across a 30-year loan, that's nearly $30,000. That is not a rounding error. That's a car. If you're buying in Portland, Vancouver, or Boise and you want real numbers, my Calendly link is in the description. 15 minutes, no pressure, no obligation. Because getting pre-approved early doesn't lock you into anything. It just means when you find the house, you already know your numbers. And your offer shows the seller you are ready to close. Mistake number 2, submitting an offer backed by a big national online lender. When you use a mega lender, you get handed off from department to department. You're not a client. You're a number in a DMV waiting line. Nobody in that chain has ever seen a Portland appraisal. Nobody in that chain knows how Washington's excise tax timing works. And when your file hits a snag at day 25, good luck getting a human on the phone. Here's what that means for your offer. Listing agents in Oregon, Washington, and Idaho talk to the buyer's lender before advising their seller. It happens on almost every deal I'm part of. When that call goes to voicemail at a national call center, your offer may get graded down. When it goes to a local broker who actually picks up the phone and walks them through your file, your offer gets a lot stronger. In a market where sellers are still comparing 2 or 3 offers instead of 15, that phone call may be the difference. Now, I'm not telling you a broker is always the answer. I'm telling you to know who's actually working your file before you write an offer. This market is giving buyers something we haven't seen in years: time. But time only helps buyers who are ready. The ones who know their real numbers before they fall in love with that house. Not the online calculator number, your actual number. So drop a comment right now and tell me what market you're in. Portland, Vancouver, Boise, anywhere in Oregon, Washington, or Idaho. I read every single one and I'll answer you directly. And if you want to skip the line, the Calendly link is in the description. 15 minutes and you'll have real numbers. Subscribe if you want the real data on the Portland housing market every week. See you on the next video.